Has this Bitcoin pump been canceled? Well, we're going to be talking about that in today's video, so make sure to like, subscribe, and click the bell because right now, Bitcoin is coming up to a very, very important level, and what happens right here is going to determine whether or not this pump is officially canceled, or can we look for another big move to the upside? Over the weekend, Bitcoin got about a 5% move to the upside, only to come right into this zone of resistance, the level that we gave in the Casper Crew VIP Discord to take the short trade. And of course, that short trade did get triggered, just like the fat, white, ambiguously gendered college student majoring in trans, non-binary carbon emission studies. And from that trigger point, the price is currently making its way down to a very key zone of support. By the way, shout out to everybody in the Casper Crew VIP Discord who took this juicy short trade along with me. But what happens now? Well, let's look at the context of the market that we're going to be talking about, where exactly I'm looking to enter into my next trade. As we know, Bitcoin price has been trading in this range, almost forming a bullish falling wedge pattern now for the past few months. And after coming to the 30,000 key area of resistance, market Cipher B giving us lower momentum waves as the price is getting higher, strangely resembling Elizabeth Warren's eyebrows getting lower as the price of cryptocurrency is getting higher. And if we take a look right now at the chart, we are doing something very, very significant, because although I do lean a little bit more bearish than bullish in the medium term, the market structure right now is potentially setting us up for a major reversal pattern. What I mean by that is this. From November, we were making higher highs and higher lows, making an uptrend until we topped out at the $30,000 level, where we started making lower lows and lower highs locally. Now, we had a very, very key area of support right here at 26,477. The reason why this is so key is because this was the last higher low that price put in during the uptrend before we topped out at the Elizabeth Warren eyebrow pattern. And we know that if we were going to close candles below this level, it would officially confirm a downtrend on some of the higher time frames. This is currently the 2-day time frame. Well, what happened when we came down to that level? We didn't actually close the candle below. In fact, what happened was the price just dipped down below the level and then real quick lapped it right back up, kind of looking like the way a chicken drinks water. If you watch, the hen will take her beak and shove it into the water real quick, okay? Dipping down below that level, but she doesn't close the candle below the water. No, she takes it out. That's exactly what the price did, and we were unable to close below the level, and then when we came back down for a retest, we even made a higher low. And now locally, we're starting to make a higher high. What does this mean? It means this could have been an absolute fake out because locally we are switching into bullish market structure. So this is the very key make it or break it zone, because as we come back down here to basically see, is the price going to make now a higher low and continue in a local uptrend, or is this absolutely going to be the breakdown that we've all been waiting for? Now, we know this last move to the upside happened over a weekend, and weekend price action is very fickle. We typically give back all the price action that happens over a weekend, right? It's fickle like those girls in high school. I had this girl in high school. She said, Jason, I'm going to love you today, tomorrow, and the next day. I thought that meant she was going to love me forever, but no, she literally meant it. After 3 days, she dumped me and gave back everything that happened over the weekend. So the Bitcoin price action is usually the same way. And if we take a look at what is happening right now, in this range, we see that we are coming back down to a very significant area of support, which is going to be the value area low of this range, confluence with the Fibonacci golden pocket retracement. Okay, right now, this box is very, very key support. I would say between 26.4 and 26.8, we have major support. If the Bitcoin price comes down to this level and holds this as support, it becomes more probable than not that we will actually make our way back up to that $30,000 level. Now, here's something else that's very key about this area of support. If we take a look at what happened over the weekend, we can see that we actually do have a CME gap that is right down here just below us, coming in at 26.9. What does this mean? This means the futures market for Bitcoin closed on Friday, closed at the price of 26,900, and then over the weekend we got that 5% move. What tends to happen more often than not is the price will come back and fill that gap. On the CME futures chart, literally the candle closed here on Friday and it opened here on Sunday, meaning that there's a very big gap in the candlesticks, and we oftentimes see the price come down to fill that gap. So we're coming down to very key support, and here's what we need to be looking for. Are we going to get a bounce from this level? Well, one of the major things that I am looking for, and of course there's multiple confirmations that we can be looking for. This is how we trade in the Casper crew. We have a level we're looking at, and we have a certain amount of confirmations that we're looking at, and if we get the confirmations at our level, then we take the trade. Right. By the way, if you want to join the Casper Crew VIP Discord, where we give our trade setups in advance, we give our levels, we do 3 live streams every single day walking through the live price action, looking for trades, go to jasoncaspertrading.com, go ahead and click the link to join the VIP Discord, the best trading group in the world. Also, guys, if you want to learn how to trade this way, check out the 25% discount on both trading courses. And if you want to take advantage of the volatility, trading with literally the best deal on fees, that is available right now. 0% market order fees, 0% limit order fees, 0.01% market order fees. Check out MEXC, my new favorite exchange, up to a $9,000 deposit bonus. There's a whole bunch of other cool goodies. Of course, only sign up if you know how to trade. Now that ByBit is no longer available to us in the United States, I'm trading on Bitget and MEXC, 2 amazing exchanges, awesome sign-up bonuses, links in the pinned comment and description, only if you know how to trade. Now, one of the major things I like to look for as we come down to key supports to determine whether or not I want to fire off a new long trade is, are we seeing bullish divergences on market Cipher B? And the best bullish divergences are going to be those where the momentum waves and the money flow are getting higher as the price is getting lower, right? We want to see something very similar to what we saw over here, right? As the price was getting lower to key support, we saw the momentum waves get higher on market Cipher B and the money flow resembling strangely Sam Bankman-Fried's chest, right? We can see as the man boobs are getting higher, the purple, for some reason he painted his chest purple, is getting higher. The momentum waves are getting higher as the price is getting lower, and we can tell by his face that he's expecting a big pump to the upside. That's what we want to see as we come down into this green box. And if we do see that, this, if we're going to bounce, is going to be the make it or break it zone to bounce. In other words, this is the long trade to be taking if we are going to in fact put in a higher low. Because if we are going to get a higher low, this is the place where we're going to be able to do it and take it up to 29K, which is actually a pretty juicy potential trade setup right here. Now, of course, this might not happen, which is why if you see a trade setup, you need to take it. Like this short trade, I've taken a partial profit here, letting the rest ride in case we don't get the divergences that I want to see right here, right? That is how I am profitable over time. I look for trade setups. If I see the setup, I take the setup. I don't care if I'm counter trading myself. I take a partial profit, move the stop loss to the entry. That is how you slowly grow your account over time. And guys, I'm a huge proponent of being as self-sufficient as possible. It's very important to me as times get crazier and crazier that we work on becoming more and more self-sufficient. I raise my own animals, I grow my own food, and here's something that I do every single day to become more and more self-sufficient. Yo, it's a beautiful morning out here on the homestead, and we have not had rain here in about 2 weeks, and that's not a good thing if you're trying to grow food. In fact, all our gardens right now are pretty stunted, and so what I do in this situation is I have to water the gardens with water from the well, which obviously, you know, if you're on a well, it could run dry. So what I do to conserve as much water as possible is I like to water the plants at night, and I just make sure that the dirt is lightly wet. Now, it might be a little bit hard to see, but now it's the morning. It's about 6:30 in the morning. The sun is starting to come up over the mountains. You can see the soil is still wet. And that is exactly what you want to see, because if you water them in the morning or if you water them during the day, not only could it steam your plants, but also the water will dry up before the roots have a chance to actually soak up that water. And by doing this, I've noticed that, yeah, over the night, you'll see your plants will actually grow. And so, you know, right now we're having some issues with rain. If anyone out there is struggling, I recommend trying to water your plants at night if you have to water them because there's no rain. And Lord willing, we'll get some rain kind of soon, because as you can see, the squash plants are starting to come up here, but they're still very small. They should be bigger by now. But it is amazing to see the kales and the chards and the spinach just from watering them last night. They're looking much more vibrant, in fact ready for a nice harvest today. Alright, y'all, that is it for today's video. Make sure to like, subscribe, click the bell, and I do pray everybody watching and listening is very blessed. In the name of Yeshua, Jesus, the Messiah, even if you are not religious, I still pray you and your family are super blessed. and I will see everybody in the next video. Peace!